Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI4 as we are playing as Russia. So I have rearranged the different armies that we have here. We have created a new army, which I've moved Greery to. He's of course the one who's going to give us those motorized and cav bonuses. So it's basically the tank army with a few cav units to support them. And they're set up over here because we're going to be doing an invasion of Finland probably. We'll see how things go, of course. But what I was thinking is after we finish this up, rather than do what I said last episode and go for some other focuses, I think we should probably get the secure Finland and secure the Baltics. And the reason for that is because remember, these are communist countries here. Or at least these two are. Latvian People's Republic and Finland. Over here in Estonia, they are currently not aligned. And my train of thought here is that France is currently in a war with Britain and Italy, so they're distracted and they're not fully communist, and they have not created a faction. The Americans, the other major communist power, also involved in a conflict. They're in a civil war, and they don't have a faction either. And so now would be a good time to declare war on these communist countries on our border, because if we wait till later, then they'll join the communist faction, and then it'll result in it being a larger conflict, you know, with the Americans and the French, and that's not going to be easy to wrap up since we're kind of far from both of those countries. And so it would be better if we could get these two smaller communist powers taken over now. And so that's the plan, guys. That's what we're going to do. Again, we'll maybe adjust if things change, if maybe a communist faction is created, but for now, that's what I'm thinking that we're going to do. As far as the time that these focuses take, they're both 70 days. We'll get the secure Finland first. I've already set up our armies for that. And before we can get that, we have to get the westward bound. And this will be really helpful because it builds up the supply network there. So the infrastructure increases, you get one supply hub and some new railways. The supply hub is right here though. So I think we should probably build our own supply hub and go ahead and get that started now. Because I do think we're going to have some serious issues with supply. Probably right along this area here where it's pretty far from the supply hubs. Might need one here, but this isn't really an important part of the front, so I think that this is the area that you're going to want to get it. Maybe right here. You can see this is the worst location as far as the supply goes, but I like this location better. Let me just see where their supply hubs are. So they got one way over there. So they're all pretty far. Let's do this one here. I think that'd be the best way to do it. So we'll go ahead and get one supply hub building. Remember, these take forever. So it's good that we're getting it started now because it's going to take till December to get it done. Yeah, I might not even get that done in time. Though it does take a while to get through those two focuses. And then we'll also get the rail network building. And let's just do it this way. And we'll put that at the top even though it doesn't really matter until after we get the supply hub. We'll just go ahead and get it done. It'll at least make it easy for us to connect to their rail network. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get the supply hub done in time, guys. We'll have to see. It's kind of a bummer that they do take so long to construct. We could, of course, get some more ports. Those are fairly fast, but you already have two over here. I guess you could put one here, but I don't know how much of an impact that's going to make. Maybe one here might improve the situation. I could try. Ports don't take very long to build. Or at least relatively. So yeah, we can build one here, guys, just to get the supply hub and see if that helps, since it'll be quicker to get it done, and then we'll just we'll take it above the rail. It's not that it matters. We have plenty of civilian factories here. And hopefully the supply is not too bad with all the units that we're moving in here. I did turn them to have the motorization, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, we got them all set up here so they get their planning bonuses. I have more units I can move to this front too, but again, I'm worried about the supply. We got all these guys. Yeah, I rearranged all of our kind of troop compositions. So like we have more mountain troops down here, for instance. And so you'll see those all moving around. We do have some free dockyards. And we actually need to go ahead and set up some ships to build. Now, as far as like what we can build, we know we can do the submarines. We don't have a lot of the modules constructed yet. Very behind. But we also have a ton of submarines. So I don't know if we just want to only build submarines. Might make sense to just build some cruddy destroyers. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get the submarine set up first. We do have some naval experience here. So we've got two 1936 submarine hulls. Let me just take a look at these and see which one we want to use. Okay, so this one has the mine lane tube, so we'll just use this one here. Not that it really matters that much. I already have everything here. So let's go ahead and set them up to use the historical subnames. And then we're just gonna name them something very basic here. Some attack subs, I guess. The usual. Nothing fancy, guys. And keep their icon as is, and we'll go ahead and add the MIO as well, the raiding fleet. So let's go and save that. And then we'll also use the raiding fleet to build these. And we'll have them built in St. Petersburg. And then we're going to want to take, we have a decent number of convoys. We're not losing any, so we're just going to put one dockyard into that. And then we're going to get some destroyers going as well. See what we got here. So you got to make a lot of adjustments with these. You got to get the new anti-air there. We'll keep the fire control system in there. Don't have any radar or sonar. All this is fine. And then the depth charges, that's what we got. This is level 1. And I think we're going to go ahead and have 2 depth charges put on this. I don't know how well they'll do at locating and hunting subs, considering the fact that their sub detection is only 1, but yeah, that's what their job will be here, because we just don't have the sonar yet. And as far as which one of these we want to use, if we just look at the screen bonuses that we're currently getting, I feel like we should probably do the raiding fleet. Now, max range is always helpful for the destroyers, since those are the ones that, you know, limit you, as we talked about last episode. So yeah, this will be 13 naval experience, so we'll go ahead and get these guys building. And then we'll assign them to St. Petersburg, and maybe change this up so we don't need a lot of subs right now. We have a good size submarine fleet. And so I think that looks pretty good there. We also got a trait for the automotive manufacturer. So we've already gotten this first one here. And so I think we're gonna go for the breakthrough next. Yeah, so let's go and grab that one. And are we not using them yet? Yeah, I assume we're not using them due to lack of experience to have upgraded these. Let's just take a look. So these guys are good to go with the infantry equipment. Support equipment, I think we looked at this and there's no bonus there. But it's been a while since we've been in here, so I just kind of want to double check everything and see what might need to be adjusted. Yeah, like you definitely want to get the automotive manufacturer on there, because it's now worth it with the production costs and the breakthrough. So let's go and save that. That will require us to update the truck line. Let me make sure we got the artillery on there. Yeah, we got it on the artillery. Railway guns good to go. Anti-air, not enough of a bonus. And the tanks should be, yeah, we should be good to go here on the tanks. Yeah, excellent. Now you'll notice that the tank design could use a lot of improvements. We have not worked on that yet. Perhaps we should do that with our next batch of army experience, but at the same time I really want to start making some adjustments with our designs here. Like, what's it matter if the tank design is crappy if the division for the tank design is crappy? Yeah, we don't have any support companies in any of these yet. And so it might be wise to go ahead and start making those adjustments now. Yeah, you know what, guys? Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start with the logistics for the tanks, since supply is going to be an issue here in the north. We also got that 1936 heavy ship. Excellent. So we researched those faster because of that one bonus that we have. Let's go ahead and get, now that we have the experience, get the armor for them. And also going to be using that battle line shipbuilder. We have another free dockyard. Remember, we're getting these constructed right now, so we'll continue to see us get these. Let me see how many more we're building. We're still building 3 more. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get these assigned now. And then we also got a trait for that battle line shipbuilder. So this is our first one for this MIO. So we have 2 options here with these systems. You can get just a little bit of armor but no penalties, or a lot of armor but increase the production costs. Well, I feel like with the battleships, when you want the armor, production costs of 5% is pretty significant. And so we'll probably just go with that one there. Anti-air and light attacks, both very helpful, or the heavy attack. Let's go ahead and start with the 5% for the armor, I think. So you can reduce the critical hit chance. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, guys. Oh, we got another trait for an MIO. Oh, okay, for our tactical aircraft. So they got this simply from production, because we have not used them for research yet. So we have several different choices here. For the medium planes, you can increase their air defense and their production efficiency gain. You can simply just get the production efficiency gain, and that'll let you go to the next route, so this one doesn't actually lead anywhere. You could increase their agility or their ground attack. That'll lead to these bonuses here. Or you can go with the naval attack. You know what, I really think going for this one, I know it doesn't lead to anything, would be really helpful. Air defense would be nice to have. We'll have to spend that 5 air experience to get those updated, which means we will have to update the production line. Though, are we not using them? Let me just take a look. It might not be because we didn't have the experience for them. Yeah, we're not using either of them. So we should go ahead and make that adjustment. So go ahead and save it here. Then we'll want to update that. And then we also want to update this one here. It's not going to make a significant bonus there, but probably not worth the experience, honestly. But we did it. We do have planes training up. Air experience is going to be difficult for us to get until we get this. We actually have the 200 little power now, so the air reformer, that's what we need to get. We've been saving that. And so now air experience should go up much, much faster. And another trait, the artillery manufacturers. We're just flying through these traits now, getting them all around the same time. So remember, we got that right through already, and the production efficiency gain. I think we're gonna go ahead and move to this one next. That'd be pretty helpful. Save us some on the political power that we're spending. A little bit anyway. Because yeah, we really need to try and get through our advisors now. So all those bonuses that we're getting for the political power will be really helpful, particularly this 15% that we'll soon have. How is the war going in China? Not great. But still, they're holding on. We'll see how things go there. The British Empire has declared war on Ireland. And we finished up our Romanov reconstruction. So get those nice bonuses, be helpful with the stability. So we're gonna go ahead and get the westward bound focus now, since they're still not a communist faction. And you can see we're having extreme supply issues here. So we definitely will get that supply hub done in time, because we would not want to declare war, not on Finland, in the winter, if we can avoid it. We did get the engineer company too. I almost feel like we need to move those divisions out of that area because they are facing such massive supply issues. And then just move them back later. Yeah, maybe we might want to do that. But anyway, we got the engineer company too. So do we want to continue down here? I almost feel like we need to invest another tech slot to the ships because we're just so far behind there. But again, I feel like the Navy's not going to be that important for a while, so it might be okay if we're a little behind, because it's not going to matter until we fight a major power. You know, fight the British, or, you know, when we fight the Japanese, obviously. I don't know if we'll fight the British, but we will for sure fight Japan. I suppose we should probably get the logistic company too before we leave the support companies, simply because a lot of the places we're going to be fighting are going to have supply issues. Alright, so yeah, these troops here, I think we should probably, I don't know, maybe move them. It's really just a few of the areas where you're having supply problems. So what you could do, like severe supply problems, I mean, is just separate the front temporarily. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. I think we've done this before in a past series. So just like eliminate any area where you have severe supply problems. So like that. And then just all these troops here. We'll move down to this front. We'll see if that causes supply issues. If it does, then we'll have to move some of them out. But yeah, these guys are facing a little bit, but it's not too bad. We'll just kind of leave it like this for now until we get that hub built in December. This construction bonus will be really helpful though. And we're going to go after the resource efficiency next there. Got that armor. Excellent. So that means we are done with the armor for now. I suppose we should do stuff for those destroyers. Probably want to get the next depth charge throwers or the sonar. We should probably get the sonar. Actually, what's the point of being able to attack the submarines if we can't find them? So let's go and get the sonar next. And we're going to want to use the... We'll do the Raiden fleet with this one, I guess. Yeah, we'll do the Raiden fleet. I'd like to boost the Black Sea fleet too. Problem with having all those MIOs is like stretching out your funds. That causes issues. We did get these guys all trained up over here. I'd like to add some more to this army, but again, we got to get that supply hub constructed before we send any more units over here. Looks like we're doing okay on supply here though. Yeah, we're doing all right. We could even reduce all supply issues if we wanted to, maybe. I'll see if them... Oh, let's do that again. And we'll see if that's good enough. We did finish up our research on the anti-tank, so we can start getting those built now. We need to get the anti-air next. Some nice stuff that we can get here, though, with the anti-tank upgrade. Yeah, let's go and get this one. And then we want to get the anti-tanks constructing. So let's going to put these underneath our artillery. And let me just see where we're at on artillery. We're cleaning up that shortage. It's not too bad, but still have a little bit of one. But we can pull back on this. Remember, we do need to add artillery to our units. So don't want to pull back too far. Maybe put 4 in anti-tank. Yeah, that looks good. We are short on the rubber, so let's go ahead and trade for a bit more. So with our next batch of political power, what do we want to get? I'm thinking the Chief of Navy is what we need to get next, and we're going to do the Decisive Battle Expert, pretty much just because he's an expert. Else we would have done this Naval Aviation Advisor, but he's just a specialist. I really want to get the higher experience gain, and these are good bonuses too. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll wait until we get up to 100 here very soon, and then we'll get our Chief of Navy. So we're increasing all the experience here. Speaking of experience, let's just take a look at the fleet. I've been adding the ships, the larger ones that we don't want to train, adding them over to here. And we also need to get all these destroyers added in here so that they get themselves trained up. So we're just keeping these 2 fleets training for the naval experience. Also, we got some free military factories. Are we now constructing military factories? Yeah, I think we're working on these now. I think we're going to put one more factory into anti-tanks, and then let's get another line for the railway guns. Because these do take so long to build. And I'd like to get a few of these constructed. So all the rest of our factories will go into that. It's, you know, a nice passive modifier. Helps your troops out. And we haven't used them for a little while. I guess because we've been playing as minor powers, just can't invest in them. You know, we played as Sweden and we played as Greece. And so it's really something that you do at major powers. So this is a light aircraft designer, and probably just going to want to go with that max speed and agility here. And we'll update that as well using the experience. And then have to change these up here. So yeah, I wish we hadn't spent the experience. Well, I suppose, I don't know if we did spend experience on those planes, getting them updated. Yeah, I think we might have just done them. I wasn't sure if it was only the medium planes, but I think we did do both sets of planes just a minute ago. So yeah, it would have been better to wait, but I didn't know we were on the verge of getting another trait. I suppose it's something we could have checked out. So we don't really want the defense for the armor tech. We got that speed. And eventually you will want to go down here to get the breakthrough bonus and the additional max speed bonus. I suppose you got to get defense no matter what, huh? Yeah, because this is defense too. Well, in that case, might as well get that one. So go for this next. We'll go ahead and update that. Just keep using all of our experience. I have noticed with this MIO system, experience is less plentiful, quite a bit less plentiful than it usually is. Alright, so let's go and deploy the infantry line. Though, do we want to get some more building? Yeah, we'll get like 5 more units building here. Then maybe another tank unit, so that we can deploy all these units. And did I set them up to build? Yes, we set them up to build. Too many here. Alright, so let's go ahead and have all these tanks join here and let them train. Though we might want to move some of these around here. I don't know if we're going to have supply issues here, but it doesn't look like it, but just in case we'll move them over there. I suppose we could also start adding some divisions to these other fronts since we have all these extras. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. I'm going to take these guys, have them come over here. And then we can send some down to like the blue army fronts. Again, I want some more for over here, but we actually don't need that many more. So let's just take 3 or 4 of these, bring them over here. And then bring a couple over here as well to this front. Maybe 2 more. Get them up to 20 divisions total. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. And then the other 4, might go ahead and send over here. Yeah, because we got some openings over here. Never know when we might find ourselves at war against Japan. Probably be some time, but wouldn't hurt to be prepared. And then we just have the 12 divisions over here training, and we'll put these over here once we get the supply hub built. I think that should be enough, hopefully. You know, when you count in the infrastructure and stuff that we're going to be getting. So this is where the infantry weapons manufacture. So we have 2 choices. We get the reliability in order to move down to these ones, which are just some very nice modifiers. Or we could take a penalty, either a production efficiency gain penalty or a soft attack penalty to get some other bonuses. You wouldn't want to go this route. It doesn't take that long to construct infantry equipment, so I really feel like it's better to go with this one to get increased soft attack and breakthrough. But yeah, you can actually get you know, better bonuses here without any penalty. So you know what? Let's go for this one, the reliability. And I guess we'll upgrade. Again, I just feel like we're just using all our experience. We have so many other things that we need to do with that experience. We do have these troops training, but it's not going to be enough. And the majority you're getting it from Denikin, the chief of army. But yeah, I was hoping that we'd be able to invade Finland in today's episode. I'm not so sure now. Oh wow, so all these wars have wrapped up. So France capitulated, so they've been defeated. So fairly early. So no major communist power in Europe now, since the French were defeated. Britain now has a faction though, the American Union. So that's what that notification was for us. So if we attack Finland, they might bring in the Americans. There's a real possibility of that. I don't know if we should risk it, because we probably can't conquer them quick enough. And the main thing I'm worried about is not being able to complete these focuses over here because we're at war with America. And I'd really like to do, I mean, we can already do that one. I'd really like to do these ones. They have some nice bonuses. But yeah, maybe we might not be able to get it done. Let's take a look. I mean, this one's nice for the military factory construction speed. You got some research bonuses too. But maybe Finland doesn't pull in the United States. There's a chance. And maybe we can get them conquered before the U.S. can even bring troops in here if they do pull them in. Though again, it's kind of irrelevant because you're still at war with them. Yeah, I feel like we're going to declare war anyways and just hope they don't join the American faction. We'd have to be able to win the war fairly quickly. We'll just have to see what happens, guys. Yeah, we'll just wait and see. So yeah, we'll still attack them. once we finish up this focus here. Ireland just joined the American Union. Alright, so with the westward bound done, remember we still have another research slot that we need to get. Which is right here. Several focuses that you'd have to do though. Quite a few of them. In order to get that. So that's the reason why we're not working on it just yet. And getting some of this other stuff first. Let's go and get the secure Finland. And we'll just have to hope that they don't join the American Union. And again, if they do, then the worst case scenario means we can't go down that branch of the focus tree. And maybe Americans pump troops over here. Australia just joined the Allies. So they left the Allies to then join them. And did we get that supply hub done? We did. All right, excellent. So let's go and get some other stuff constructing here. We'll take a look at the supply network now. It should be pretty solid now that we finished up that focus and built that. Take a look at the infrastructure. So yeah, it's all level 3 here, so not bad. Though you might want to build up that level real quick. Take that up to the top. And then I think that's it. We have air bases. So I think we're pretty much good to go on building for the war. So we can go and get more dockyards and military factories. Just looking at our bonuses that we have. I think we actually have a nice bonus over in this area. So we'll go and build 2 there. And then we'll just build 1 more right here. And then the rest will be military factories for right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this set up. So we're going to take the entire army here and put them over here. Get rid of this one. And then stretch this across the front of Finland. And then we're going to send them some more troops, though they're still training. It's okay, we have 70 days. So that's fine. So we'll stretch that out like so. And what we could also do is just take some divisions off of this front for right now. Just see where we got multiple units. And move them over here. I'd like to get a full 24. We'll see if we can even supply that though. And China was defeated. So that means Japan is going to probably go after like Britain next. There's no France, so Britain controls all this. They might go after the Dutch first. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens, guys. As far as the American Civil War, it does look like the communists are winning. Yeah. They almost got Canada conquered too. Yeah, I don't even know if they'll be able to like get involved here. They'd probably lose a lot of troops if they're sending them to Finland. We'll have to wait and see. Does Finland have much of a fleet? We might want to arrange our fleet. And we also need to move our planes as well. They've got a few ships. So we could easily deal with what they have here. So let's go ahead and have these guys join. And yeah, they must be repairing currently. We'll get them separated once we're ready to go to war. For right now, it's okay. And then the planes, we will want to move these around. I did set these guys up here in the same location so we can merge them if I can figure out where the damn button is. And then we're going to move them over here and let them exercise. And then we'll need to move these planes as well. Let's go and exercise the ones that we have here that aren't fully trained. And a lot of these are fighters. A lot of fighters, guys. We'll see if we have anything in the stockpile. Just some really old fighters. Alright, so we're going to want to move fighters to here and to here. So let's go and get like 5 air wings over here. And then maybe 3 up here. And then we'll also want to get some close air support in this area. Or I guess tactical bombers. So let's go and move some of those. Many of these are training currently. So let's go and send these 2 over here and this one over here. So we'll have a bit of close air support once the war begins. But yeah, I think we're good on supply. I mean, we still have a little bit of supply issues here. Yeah, still some problems there. Just because it's a little too far from the supply hubs. We could try and get another port built. Like right here. Throw that up to the top. That'll be done on the 29th of January. And then we also want to get these military factories assigned probably to the tactical bombers. It'll take a while. We're not building close air support. I think we're just going to wait till the 1940 planes at this point. Before we spend any more experience. We have a little bit of army experience. I don't think that's enough to do anything though. I suppose you could change up a division design right before this conflict breaks out. I could add another artillery here. We do have quite a few guns. Could also make an adjustment here. That would be an option. I think we should probably get, since we're having supply issues up there, the logistic companies. I did intend to add that to them eventually. And that'll also let us train them up as they lose that experience. So yeah, let's get all these guys trained up. In preparation for the conflict. Looks like that tank needed a little bit of training too. Make sure we get that 25% combat modifier. Alright, so we got the anti-air upgrade. Excellent. And we are now in 1940. And so we're going to start the 1940 techs out with the improved computing machine. Get that nice research bonus. And we also got a trait for the artillery manufacturer. I think we're going to get the rapid fire in order to get this branch here. So we'll go ahead and get that one. Do we want to update that currently? Yeah, I guess so. Seems like we do need to update both of them, but we didn't have the experience to do them both. Well, you know what? Actually, we didn't need to update the anti-air because we're not using it for the anti-air yet. Because it didn't have significant enough bonuses. But now, it gives you some nice improvements. But we don't have the experience. Yeah, just can't have enough army experience. Poland returns Danzig to Germany, so now reconnected their territory here, and they've gotten control of Danzig. Japan just declared war on communist China. Okay, I wasn't aware they weren't at war with them yet. So that's not going to take them very long to get that done. Although maybe not. Maybe they're able to hold out in the mountains for some time. I don't know if they built forts up or anything. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, they have to attack across the river in the mountains. So, you know, it's not exactly like an easy conflict. We do have the ability to get some special forces doctrines. But yeah, we're not going to do that right now. And we do have missing equipment. Oh, the strategic bombers, that's right. Well, that's fine, we're not going to build that currently. Alright, so just waiting to finish up this focus here. We've got about 30 more days now. And got some factions forming everywhere, basically. So first it seems that Sweden has changed their name to the Nordic Defense Council. Not actually a faction, but they do now have control of Norway, which is just called the Norwegian Atlantic Wall. Okay, very interesting. So we gotta hope that Finland doesn't become involved with this faction or this group. I guess again they're not a faction, so let's see what happens there. But then you had the Mutual Assistance Bloc, another communist faction. So perhaps Finland joins them instead. I don't know. But yeah, you got Yugoslavia in that faction currently. That means that the communists are going to be split in two factions, which isn't really good for them. Since you have Yugoslavia and China in one, and the United States and the Philippines in the other. But maybe Finland will join the smaller one. That'd be much better for us. We'll have to see what happens there. But we still got several days left. So it looks like we should be able to declare war on them in today's episode, but probably won't be able to complete that conflict. We did get that logistics company too. Excellent. So that should help out with the supply situation. And because it's 1940, you got to get the 1940 ships and you got to get the 1940 planes. We're going to work on the planes first, get the improved small airframe. Though, of course, we do need all this other stuff for them as well. So this is going to take quite some time to get done. We'll go with the light aircraft, even though this one does result in a better bonus. We want to get some funding for that MIO. Alright, so make sure we're adding these guys in here. Keep them training up. And we won't send our entire fleet out there. I mean, I guess fuel's not an issue. You know, there's really no reason not to send the majority of the fleet out there, if not all of it, to fight whatever Finland's got and to block them from getting any resources. And the Spanish Civil War has ended, with the People's Republic of Spain emerging victorious, communist faction there. And Czechoslovakia has become part of Austria-Hungary now. So we're really starting to see things form as we had set them to do. Just takes a bit of time. No Central Powers yet. We got that passive sonar, excellent. So we'll probably go and add those to the destroyers now. So this will do the depth charge throwers next, since we have the experience right now to get them faster. Then also got the trait for the raiding fleet. So we've only gotten this one so far. So we don't really need bonuses for the capital ships since we won't be using this for the capital ships. Probably want to get the submarine now. The submarine one. Yeah, so we're going to do that. And now we're short experience. I was going to add something to those destroyers. Let me just take a look how much this would cost, because we want to get the sonar in. There's only 5. Okay, so we need to change up the ladder here. And yeah, we'll get that added. And then we'll update both of these. So place this one here and have them set to deploy to St. Petersburg. And then also we'll do the submarines. And get them, I just have such difficulty moving that sometimes. Talked about that in the last series. Just when they're down there on the bottom. Also, we got some military factories to spare. Excellent. So let's go and add these to whatever we need the most. We're doing good building up the infantry equipment. That will likely use a bit of that in this upcoming conflict. We do need more support equipment, guys, because we're going to be making a lot of adjustments as we get experience here in this war. Need to build those other tanks, design those out, man. Alright, so just waiting the next 10 days. And then I don't know if we want to wait until after winter as well. Might be wise. Let's just keep messing me up until those get constructed. Thinking has joined that communist faction. And we've completed the Secure Finland. So we could get the Secure the Baltics next. So we could just get both of these wars knocked out. And then we'll just move some armies over there. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one next. And let's go ahead and set up a army for that invasion. Probably just have this white army do it. Don't need a ton of troops over there. We'll send any tanks they currently have here, as well as a few infantry divisions. We'll send this mountain unit too. This mountain unit really should have been another area. Maybe up here. Yeah, we'll put him up there. We also have these infantry that are done. So we're going to take all of them, have them join. Well, that'd be one too many, it seems. And then that extra one we have can come up here. And then I suppose we want to send one more unit from somewhere. Let's take them from right here. Really should have done that already. So we have the available war goal, but we're not going to declare war yet. Not winter. Let's give it a couple months here, guys. I think that would be wise, since it's, you know, winter time. And for whatever reason, they haven't moved to the front though. So Maybe we should declare war. This is what we'll do. We'll declare war in March. I don't know why they're not moving over to the front to defend their territory. That must seem broken. Or you know what? That's our fleet that's monitoring them. Could have done a naval invasion too, but I don't think it was necessary. If we get stuck up on them, then we'll do that. But I think we should have success here. They don't have any forts or anything. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Again, the winter will likely stop us a little bit, but yeah, they got to defend their territory for this to be an issue. So yeah, we'll just wait till it gets to March, and then we'll declare war. Ireland has capitulated as well. So again, still very much in winter, but I think it's okay if we start it a little bit early. I don't want to wait any longer. So yeah, let's go ahead and declare war to annex them, and then we'll just hope that they don't join a faction. Or if they do join a faction, that they join this Yugoslavian faction, the Mutual Assistance Bloc. Who's the leader of this one? It's actually Communist China. That makes sense. Alright, so we're now into the conflict with them. Let's go ahead and get... I don't know how well these guys are going to fly overhead here. Probably not, with their range being so low. But we'll do what we can there. And then what we could also do is give them the more ground crews to help them out. And then, same thing here. We'll give them the more ground crews. And then we might have some extra planes that are done training now. Oh, these guys are supposed to be trained. They don't really need to, though. So let's just go ahead and send... I don't think you need any more over here, because they don't even have the range as it is. Let's send these guys. Get more close air support, and then these two, we'll just let them train. Alright, looking pretty good. We're going to want to turn this down. And then the fleet. Let's go ahead and get them put out there. Alright, so we have the fleet set up. We do need to get a commander assigned, because we don't have any. None available, so we're going to have to hire a new one. And let's go and hire one more as well, since we need two of them. And this guy's a Craven. So you probably want to put him in charge of the submarines, so they get the higher retreat decision chance. And then this commander here, Olag, he will be in charge of our main fleets. And we're going to set this guy up to the strike force in this area. We'll just probably do the entire Baltic area around here. We're going to have them doing mining. We only have one mine ship, and so not many options. At least we can start laying some mines in this small conflict. And then these are going to be our patrol ships, though I think many of them are still repairing. Yeah, or they were repairing. Did they stop? Might want to make sure that they finish repairing. Since, yeah, they all just stopped doing that. And then we have all our submarines over here, which we do need to give them that Craven commander, Stepan. And they will do the raiding. I almost want to get another commander, since it just requires the command power. I really don't like having the coward. But again, the naval damage, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose naval damage isn't that big of a deal for the subs. Yeah. I guess you want that retreat decision chance, but still, it's just you just don't want one. And then they're going to be doing the convoy raiding in these three areas here. All right, so we got all of our ships set up, good to go. What we might need to do is make sure that we have the dockyards set up to repair. Maybe do just all 10 there if they need it. Also, we have a decision available, a couple of decisions here. So we can utilize the domestic film industry to get some more war support. It's currently at 65%. We actually have a ton of political power. I didn't realize that. My bad, guys. We were supposed to be getting the Chief of Navy. I just let that build up. Just completely forgot that we had it. So let's go ahead and make use of it. So we'll get him appointed. It could have been getting naval experience a little bit faster. And then I suppose a theorist might be the next thing we want to do. And as far as which theorist we want, suppose we want the battlefield support doctrine one. Yeah, I think air doctrines are a little bit more important than the naval ones. And naval experience is a little bit easier to get as well. So yeah, I would want to get him. But could also go ahead and get one of these advisors here, since they do give us some bonuses. I don't really want to get those penalties just yet, so we won't get him. But this would be helpful for the territory we're going to be occupying. Yeah, it'd be helpful, but let's go and get the theorist first. And we still have 43 political power at the moment. And my bad, just letting that build up there. Alright, so let's go into the invasions. They aren't defending their territory, so this should be fairly easy to start taking some immediate territory here. I'm not entirely sure why they aren't defending when they knew that we had a war goal against them. Doesn't really make much sense. But we'll take it, guys. We will take it. And these guys are gonna go over this way. I suppose we could send 2 that way. And then he'll go up here. And I don't know if we actually want to attack any of these guys yet. Let's avoid attacking if we can, because again, it's winter. And so we're going to avoid attack anybody we will. Alright, so we'll be advancing fairly quickly down here in the south since we have those nice fast units. We did get the excavation knocked out. Excellent. So advanced machine tools is the one we need next. Going to get that. And the Germans are offering to send us volunteers, 8 of them. We'll accept them, even though I'm a little worried about the supply there in the area. Then also, we have finished up with our civilian factories. We have gotten that infrastructure here built. I don't think we need to improve this any further, guys. I think we're pretty good at the moment. So let's go ahead and do probably more military factories. Always need more military factories. Just building in these 80% locations. And I think that's it. Suppose we'll have to start building in some 60% locations in. Alright, excellent. Alright, so pushing into Finland now. And I'm hoping we can get this before anybody gets there because, yeah, it doesn't look like we will. Because that's a fort. So they do actually have some forts here. Should be able to get an easy win there, though, simply because they're doing an attack of their own. Interesting that the cav are moving so much quicker than the tanks. Maybe because of the winter. Again, we're going to avoid attacking if we can. And I suppose this guy will go this way. That guy's going to win, so we'll let him finish it, I suppose. And we are attacking here, but yeah, we'll let them finish it because they don't want to get across here and cut off that port. We want to grab the port. And we're losing here, so just go and stop that then. So advancing in the north might be more difficult because it seems like they sent a lot of troops up there. And the situation here is messed up, so let's go ahead and fix that. This guy will go over this way. No, we'll have him go over here. Try and get control of those rails, and then just go ahead and straight up attack across here now. Really focus on moving across the coast. Now let's see how things are going in the seas. So we are engaging those freight convoys as well as some troop convoys that are coming across here. Interesting. So we'll sink some of their troops in the sea. So that's a good thing. Alright, so far seeing very good success, rapid success. And should be able to get behind that unit as well. Nordic diplomats demand an explanation of the Pajala bombing. Okay, so we have seen this event on the other side when we were playing as Sweden, since that's the Nordic Defense Council now. And so we can say we shall pay reparations to Nordic Defense Council for the damage, and we'll lose some war support. Or we can deny involvement and accuse the Nordic of orchestrating the attack themselves, which is what we're going to do. We'll see what they say. Maybe they get involved in this. They are fascists, so that could bring the British in. I don't know. Let's hope not. Let's hope we're not being, like, overly aggressive on that front. Alright, so they are attacking here. And it looks like we should be able to get that defended easy enough. Let's go and advance over here now, and this lake here is messing me up. And right there. And it's got that guy locked down, so we're going to actually keep the tank attacking there as we try and get behind these guys. And let's see how we did here. We sunk the one convoy. If you haven't seen any of my playthroughs before, I really do enjoy the naval side of the war. So I do pay more attention to it than some people might. Let's go and stop that attack. See when he gets out of here. See if we can't just beat him over here and force him to attack us. Since, you know, it's winter, so we're gonna always do better on the defense. I don't really want this guy to leave here, but he just will not stop leaving. Alright, so this is a weaker unit, so might be able to get a good win there. And despite having full divisions over here, 24, it's not enough to cover the whole thing apparently. Alright, so I think they can't really get anywhere here due to the lake. So let's have all these troops now. Is this 2 provinces? Okay, so this is what we want to do. Let's have 2 tanks go into each area. And then a cab unit. And then this guy will just stay here for now. Just keep on advancing throughout this territory. Looking pretty solid across the front. We're going to attack this guy just to lock him down. I'm still trying to get that victory there. So these are the troop convoys. We sunk 2 of them. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, so things are advancing very good from the start here, especially considering that it's winter. Not too bad at all. And let's just go ahead and get all these troops moving forward. We did get a dockyard. Okay, so let's go ahead and use that on the destroyers. And looks like we got a lot of them. We must have seized these. Or maybe we were using them for repairs. Yeah, because this is the same amount of dockyards we had. I think we were just using them for repairs. So we'll put them towards the destroyers. And we'll put another one to the submarine whenever we get it. Because I know that we'll be seizing at least a few of these from Finland. And this guy's losing, so we're just going to stop that. Again, just avoiding fighting if we can. Really no advantage to doing these fights due to the winter. And yeah, just gotta hold that area for now. Alright, so a bunch of stuff just happened here. Yunnan just joined the Chinese faction, and we got our 8 divisions from Germany. So those are gonna be coming assisting us. And interestingly, they gave us some tanks. Alright. Well, thank you, Germany. Yeah, I was seeing the Germans as an enemy in this campaign. But so far they've been quite friendly with us, surprisingly. Any other troops that aren't these guys are gonna go to this front. I know he was almost there, but that's fine. So now we're attacking them here. You know what? Let's go ahead and move that guy there, just so they can't, easily reconnect this here. And then let's go and move towards that victory point. Try not to get ourselves cut off if we can avoid it as well. Maybe move some of these guys out of this area where you can't attack across anyway because of the lake situation. But yeah, focusing our divisions over here. And let's have this guy go over here. Alright, so it's a good start for the opening of the war. Yeah, I think we should be able to get them defeated fairly quickly, and they have not joined a faction, so that's good news as well. And we'll just start this war probably as soon as we get the focus done and get the war goal. I don't know, we don't have a ton of troops over here, and I'd like to give them more tanks to be able to do it a little bit more rapid, try and stop them from joining a faction if possible. So you might want to wait until you finish this conflict. I don't know. We could always send more troops from over here to this front, though, if we wanted to. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. I think a lot of things happened here, particularly with all the wars around the world. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.